The Grand Canyon was dug by water. There's this wimpy little river in it right now, and you can't possibly imagine that it dug that, but it did. The power of nature and geology is really kind of magical. And when it comes to ancient civilizations that could be from a long time ago, there's probably a lot that are just under the ocean, and just the wave action have destroyed them, and what they haven't destroyed buried deep.
Under the ocean? So you think Atlantis ever existed?
I don't think that Atlantis existed. I do think it was one of Plato's many parables talking about, putting it in an interesting story as a teaching device in his school. If one did exist, or a shadow of it, my money would be on Akrotiri. Akrotiri is what's left of a big city that was on the island of Santorini. And when their volcano blew up, it blew up most of the city and shot chunks of it so fast that 70 miles away in Crete, there are chunks of Santorini in their cliff. So it blasted what was ever there. But what's left on the side of the crater, Akrotiri, is strangely advanced for its age. And so if there's anything that's a model for Atlantis, as Plato explained it, it's Akrotiri.
So Akrotiri, the ancient Greek city. So it says the settlement was destroyed in the Theron eruption sometime in the 16th century BCE and buried in volcanic ash, which preserved the remains of the frescoes and many objects and artworks. So we don't know how advanced that civilization was.
No, but we can walk around the ruins and see that it's got streets, it's got plumbing, it's got little sconces for torches at night. It was a vibrant city with a lot of, especially in terms of hydraulic engineering, it's very advanced for being 3,500 years old.
So if you check out, here's an image of the excavation. What a project.
It's an amazing place. And you can tell that it's just part of it because it's pretty close to where the crater began. So the city itself was probably much larger.
So in this case, there's a lot of evidence, but like we said, there could be civilizations that there's very little evidence of because of the natural environment that destroys all the evidence.
Right. And I think Akrotiri is actually a great example of that, because here we have the side that did preserve that looks amazing, but we know there was more of the city that was completely obliterated. It was shot. Chunks of that city are probably in the walls of Crete 70 miles away. And, Plato says that it sunk. It was on an island and it sunk. Well, that's exactly what happened to Akrotiri.
I think this is what Plato was referring to.
If it does exist, at least the model of it, I think this is probably what he was talking about.
And there could be other civilizations of which Plato has never written, right?
Absolutely.
That we have no record of. And it's humbling to think that entire civilizations, with all the dreams, the hope, the technological innovation, the wars, the conflicts, the political tensions, all of that, the social interactions, the hierarchies, all of that, the art can be just destroyed like that and forgotten, completely lost to ancient history.
I reflect upon that often as an archaeologist. I think about this great country that I live in and love and all the things we've achieved. But, we're a baby, historically speaking. We've been around 200 years. Heck, a lot of the cities I study in Central and South America, they had a run of 800, 1,000 years, and now they're ruins. But we're barely getting started in terms of historical civilizations.